Hey, I'm Yoad. Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to record an acoustic song. So it's just an acoustic guitar and vocal recorded together. This is always challenging because the vocal mic is always going to pick up the acoustic guitar. And the more we compress and treat it and make it loud and bright, the more we're going to get the acoustic guitar into that mic. So we want to maintain separation. At the same time, we don't want to make it too sterile, and we want to keep the vibe of how it's sounding there in the room. Here we have the Earthworks SR40 pointed right at the fingers because we want to get the close action of the guitar. And here we have the Aston Spirit mic for vocal. I really like that mic. It's a simple mic, but there's something about it which I really like, and I've been using it for years. I know it's not considered to be like a flashy, expensive mic, but there's something very intimate and punchy about it, which I really like. And here I have this prototype of a stereo mic, so that's not a commercial product. It has two capsules which can rotate. So I angle them at around 45 degrees, so that gives me kind of an XY vibe. I'm not aiming neither at the guitar or at the vocal because I have the spot mics for that. So this is just to give me a stereo image. I don't want too much of the room because it's quite small. If I want a larger ambience, I can use some reverbs and room simulators to place this whole scene in maybe a bigger room. I'm not recording it too loud because I want to leave some headroom. The song gets a bit more dynamic towards the end. And I don't want to risk clipping the mic preamp, not to mention the A to D converter. There's plenty of headroom. The system is very quiet, so I don't need to record it any louder than this. अफसोस तेरी बाहों की पनाह में हम नहीं अफसोस तेरे कुछ भी हम नहीं हैं अफसोस के मेरी कमी नहीं है सुनते हैं कि तेरे दिल में है बची कोई जगह नहीं अफसोस ये कि कह न पाए तुमसे न मिल सकी नजर से नजर ये मुड़ी तो थी तेरी So here, as you can see, it becomes more full on, but we still have plenty of headroom. There's no reason to record everything near the top and risk clipping. So now we can mix the song. Let's just clean up.
Afsos, take 3.
The start. I can ignore the stereo mic for now. Let's hear how much it we have from the guitar. Let's go to the loudest part. So here we can hear a lot of the guitar, not as much the singing in the guitar mic because it's very, very close. This mic is really dynamic, so we can make it sound very natural. And the stereo mic just gives the stereo image. It's quite thin, so I'm going to give it some more beef. Just to make it sound more natural. And that alone could be our mix, because it sounds quite natural and you definitely get the vibe. And because of this quite subtle stereo image, you get a sense that you're in the room. But we want to get this intimacy that only a close vocal mic can provide. I'm going to start with the de-esser. And let's go to the loudest part. So I think that I'm going to start with automating the threshold here, because I don't want it to affect the guitar from within the vocal mic. And here it can be lower. Just the S's. That's good. Now I want to try to get some compression, and I think I'm going to use the SSL master bass compressor because it's quite gentle. I want something that sounds natural. I can go for 2-to-1, which is usually not the settings that I use on mixes, but this is a different use of this compressor. Let's see what happens here. So here again I need to automate the threshold just to maintain the dynamics. And let's see what we can do to the guitar to make it sound fuller. I have the Pultec here, which is always a good way to go. And I can brighten it as well. I'm not going to compress it too much, but I need something. Let's use the same compressor while we edit. But here I want faster attack. It's always tricky because the 2-to-1 is always more compression than the 4-to-1. It's always like that on the SSL bus compressor. That's why most people, including myself, use it at 4. Here it behaves in a bit of an unpredictable way. But here we should automate it as well. And here we can make it more sensitive. Nice. Here I will need to automate the whistle probably. Just a bit. But I'm going to make it very gradual, so there's no jump. And here we need some reverb just on the whistle. And we're not hearing the guitar too much through the reverb. Let's see how it sounds on the vocal. And let's use the Pultec to give the vocal some more body, just a tiny bit. There's something about the guitar that sounds a little bit small. So I'm going to try to scoop some of the mid-range here, which will open it a little bit. And maybe we can give it some more body. That's nice. Maybe it's a bit loud against the vocal. That's nice. And now we can play with the stereo mic to give the whole thing more dimension. And here, since this has quite a jump, I'm going to bring it down in this section. Otherwise, I'm starting to hear this trebly frequency on the vocal. More lows without. So this is very one-dimensional, even though we have a tiny bit of reverb on the vocal. This opens it up nicely. Let's listen from the top. Yeah, this adds a lot. Even though on its own it's not sounding great. The whistle can be a bit louder. I can get the vocal to mask the guitar transition. And now we need something on the master. I'm going to use the V comp. And I just need a very tiny amount of compression. I don't want the whole thing pumping. It's okay that it's adding some loudness. We need to bring this whole thing up. Let's go to the loudest part of the song. Now I'm boosting the gain of all the regions by about 4 dB, so they were recorded like that, so plenty of headroom. And then it's easy to just add a little bit. It peaks here maybe, not even, it's just a graphic thing. But even if it did, we're at 32-bit floating point, so it will carry it on to the next stage. So here I'm going to automate the compression, which is tricky. Let's find a spot. Because it's the actual input. Which means I have to do it on the output as well. And while doing that, I'm actually reducing some of the dynamics of the song, which means that the intro is not going to be as quiet as it was before. Maybe the guitar is quite loud here. Yeah, I don't think we need this at all. Let's listen to how it ends. So I can cut it here, do a nice fade. At the same time, I want to go to the master fader and help it a little bit. So it will fade the reverb out as well, making sure that the tail is not gonna get cut out. And now we need some more level on the master. So I'm going to boost it, but bring it down when I edit the video, because otherwise there's gonna be a jump. Maybe too much. High frequencies on the vocal, even though I'm not adding any. No, I'm a bit reluctant to attenuate them. But it's quite nice, it makes it warmer. And maybe back off on the lows. Let's see how far we can push the lows on the guitar. And maybe cut around here as well. Now here, it sounds a little bit boomy for the falsetto part, so I'm going to bring the lows down because it was quite resonant here. And up to here. And I'm gonna make the transitions smooth. This can probably go down all the way. So this is how I record acoustic guitar and vocal together. Very simple process, but everything is very meaningful because it's so exposed. So very small movements, everything is controlled. You want to maintain it smooth, natural, but we want it intimate and close. There's a lot going on. It seems simple, but when in doubt, if you do less, you have a better chance of maintaining the performance and not becoming part of it, which is our job as engineers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do, and I will see you on the next one.